Hello, welcome back to Kingdom Creator Connect Collective. And my question to you: do you want to create a website? First, before you ever create a website, you need to figure out what it is that you're trying to do with your website. What is it that you are desiring to develop? How are you desiring to develop it? What visual promotive aspect do you want to show in that website that you developed? How do you want to build it out? What's the look of that website? What's the framework of that website? If you remember the video I did a few videos back, quite a few, where I talked about what's your branding, what's your imagery, what does that look like? Think about your color schemes. Think about what your brand is going to represent. Then think about your pages. What is it that you want to develop? Are you developing this site from scratch, or are you going to use a template? What is your creative level? Are you mixing and merging or managing pages? Are you determining what makes a good website? What does that look like? How do you develop that? What do you want to develop? What are each section of the website that you are trying to develop? For my mid-range people, because there's about 3 or 4 different levels to creating a website. There is easy, which is you want to go super easy. Go to a free website application and use AI to generate the website for you. That's the easiest way you can do it. But you want to do some thinking, then I would suggest that you go to a Wix and you create your template, or you use a template that they have and you develop out the style of the website in which you want and the way that you want it. How do you do that? You start doing research. You go to our friend Pinterest and figure out what's the look. How do you want these templates to look? I bet you any amount of money you can go on Pinterest right now and type in website templates, and they will show you web templates, because there's a market for that. And I'm willing to bet you that if it's pinned there, there's a link to where you can purchase templates. For my third level creator who likes to use their own hosted website, and they like to download, develop, integrate their templates themselves, then you want to go on ahead and use a WordPress site. And finally, for my people that like hard processes, maybe you love the Da Vinci Code, I don't know. You are the ones that are going to go out there and do coding. Good luck with that. I will probably never code a website ever again in my life. Not no more. Not when they make coding so easy. And secondarily, even now they got AI for coding. So you don't even have to sit there and figure out what the code was supposed to be that you were going to use. The way people have been being paid, that was what them $3,000, $5,000 websites were. Yeah. No more coding. Get over it. No. So, what is your niche? How are you creating the brand for it? What does that look like? How are you developing your layout? I remember from the first website I ever sat down and went on webs.com to create, I would go on to, believe it or not, either a Word document or a Paint document. and I would write out all of my copy in a Word document for every segment of every page that I wanted to develop. Then I would go to a Paint document and frame it out. What does each element look like? What does each page look like? What are your key pages? What is it that you want to create on these pages? Are you going to have a home page? Are you going to have an About Me page? Are you developing a blog for this? Do you have tools? Do you have certain content? Do you want to tell your story on this site? Do you have a product or store that's going to be added to this site? What are your sales product hook? Maybe you have a social media area. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you have multiple things. Where can they find all these things in one place? Is it going to be located on this page, this page, this page? What do you talk about? How are you bringing those things together in such a manner that people are like, this is interesting. I think I want to follow this person because I see the sequence and the sequential order that it takes for these things to come together, and I want to be a part of every part of that process. So I'm going to come on this person's website. How are you taking them on a journey through that website to their end goal? Is it all about the pretty colors? Is it a flat scheme? Is it color scheme I'm talking about? How are you lining it up so that they have the ability to see through a way to get from what they want to their end goal? Are they getting a capture list? A lot of people do an email capture on the first page at the very beginning. Are you a coach that you're doing sessions? You want to make sure that your email capture and your session thing are right next to each other or closely related to each other. What is your development? So these are all things to think about when developing a website. I've done several website tutorial videos. I might link some clips to these things to help show you what I'm talking about. But until next time, bye-bye.